Hello, welcome to Living Off Your Backyard. I'm Mark, and today we're going to talk a little bit about containers and what we're using to grow, to start our plants and germinate our seeds with. This is very common. These are single cells. We use quite a few of these, and they're a very, very common thing to use. If you want, keep your eye out. Springtime, there's a lot of people that'll be planting annuals in their plant beds and so on and so forth. You'll be buying, some people already started vegetables. We start our own here, but they'll be buying vegetables that have already started. They're in these cells. Grab them up whenever you can, because what we do here is I rarely buy them. I usually am able to find enough kicking around on the side of the roads through friends, through landscape companies, anybody else, and we use those to start our plants in. Now what you have to do, please make sure that you do this, wash them out thoroughly before you use them. They sometimes could potentially have a disease or something in them, so what we do is we wash them out in warm water in the sink with, like we rinse them out outside first, get all the soil off them, right? We bring them inside the house and we wash them off with a bit of soap and water, just dish soap, as you would your dishes. Let them dry, and you can reuse them. Now, another thing is, when we're growing some of our bigger things, these might be a little bit large, that's why we didn't use them, but we can usually get 3-inch round ones, which are these guys, and we did some impatiens last year around the property, and that's what this was left over from. Now I'm going to be able to use this 2, 3, 4 times before it completely breaks down, because it's not outside in the sun long. We start them inside, and we will be transferring them out to the beds just after May 2, 4, and it's just repurposing, reusing things, getting a little more life out of stuff. Even though we recycle, and some of these things are recyclable, it still takes an awful lot of energy to process them. The garbage company has to come and pick it up. It has to take it to a facility and sort it, and it gets shipped out to God knows where to be processed, and then it gets shipped back to us to be used again. That's a lot of work when we can just snag them up whenever you can get them. But what I was trying to say is, reuse as much as you can. Look after these things, take care of them, and they will keep working for you. Now, another thing that we can use, and it works actually quite well, is egg cartons. Same thing. Yes, we can recycle them. Perfect. Yes, we can use them for eggs off the farm sometimes too. Right now we have an abundance of them, so I figured, why not? We're going to use them to plant some stuff in. Now this isn't an uncharted thing by any means, but all we did was cut the lid off. I cut the tab off. It was pretty easy. I didn't even cut myself this time, which is great. We can go ahead and start stuff in here. The water's going to drain through these, and once we're done we can discard them. We can throw them in our compost bin, and they'll decompose. Now one other thing, and this is a one-time use plastic, unless you're a gardener. So what we're going to be doing is, we went along, it's hard to see obviously, they're really small holes, poked a couple little tiny holes, 4 of them in the bottom here, and that'll allow any water that's trapped in there, when you water them, if you get a little too much water in there, it can drain out, so the soil's going to stay moist, but it's not going to be saturated. And same thing, you can use this a couple times. Once we go to pop them out, you just pop them out, the same thing you would with a cell. The plant's going to come out. We're going to wash these again and reuse them next spring, and so on and so forth until, they're going to break down at some point. But this single-use product, we can probably get 3 or 4 more uses out of it before it goes into the recycling. Now another great thing, it's simple and it works amazing versus going out to buy a watering can. I took a ketchup bottle, I popped the lid off the top, washed it all out really well, and it works great for watering our plants indoors. I used another one too. It was a syrup bottle. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it works great also. So these are some simple things that we can do to be a little bit more eco-friendly and get a little bit more uses out of the things that we have in our house and day to day. And like I said, whatever you can find, I would use it wherever you can. Anyways, there's a quick tip for you. Thanks.